In this day and age, you can get famous pretty easily. You don't have to wait for one of the 3 TV networks to maybe put you on in your 10th term after you become a committee chairman and you've scaled the meritocracy. You can become famous on day 2 in Congress if you're sensational, if you're entertaining, if you're provocative, if you're really good with your thumbs in social media. And so my worry is we don't have serious politics right now that are addressing some of the fundamentally most important problems in front of us as a country. I can say the same thing for immigration laws. They're all screwed up too. And we don't have political leadership right now that's there to do it. So the question is, can we muster it? Can we get it? What the next president needs to do, in my opinion, is get ahead of this thing and start tackling this problem and talking straight with American people, which is a stitch in time saves 9. Doing nothing and letting Medicare and Social Security go bankrupt, which they are within a decade, does harm to current seniors, screws up our debt markets, hurts our economy, hurts the people, the poor and the vulnerable on the safety net. But getting ahead of it and starting to solve that problem, messaging it, that's what leaders do. We have a pretty good bipartisan consensus on China. That's the one thing in Washington these days that has a fairly bipartisan support to it, which is decoupling is coming, it's here, we're doing it. The question is it intelligent or is it crude? And I think we should do intelligent. I think Sullivan's construct, small yard, high fence.
The National Security Advisor.
Yeah, the National Security Advisor to Biden is a pretty good construct. I think that basically works. And so the question is, can you have a foundation under the global economy where we trade on goods and services that do not affect national security? Think commodities and things like agriculture. Let's trade on that stuff. Let's not kill the global economy and make everybody poor. But on the stuff that does affect national security, then we need to decouple. And I think we're going through that process. I would continue that. And I think both parties, Republicans and Democrats, have basically reached consensus on this. It's kind of like the Cold War. We had a slightly Democrat version of the Cold War and a slightly Republican version. You had Truman and Eisenhower, Carter and Reagan, but we all basically had the same premise of fighting the Cold War. This is Cold War 2.0. We're going to fight this.